Hello, everyone. It is the Prophet Michael David, aka Aries, and today, for the first time, I'm going to speak to you all through music. Not my own, but other people's music. And today, I'm going to do that with Tupac's music. Why? Well, number one, I promised in my last video, and number two, he is the greatest muse that has ever walked this planet. Okay, first, a couple of disclaimers. I'm just posting screenshots of different things and doing discussions. I'm not specifically promoting any websites, not that I have any beefs with anybody. I don't have any business dealings with anybody. I'm not trying to make money on this. I'm just a teacher. And these are the people that I learned from. So I'm trying to show you the exact websites that I got my information from. Okay, also very important. Music is the language of the gods. It's how God speaks through her creations to teach her other creations in many, many ways. But I'm not God, I'm just a prophet. I'm not magic. I cannot muse anybody. So any interpretations of any music, including my own, you got to remember that's coming from God through the actual muses. That's not me. Okay, and one last thing. For any comments I get about this video or any other Tupac songs, I'm not trying to argue about if they are the original or OG songs. All these songs are the ones that I relate to, and I'm trying to tell a story with Tupac songs. Just as Tupac was a great storyteller, as Mashiach, one of my greatest abilities given by God is I can take not just Tupac, but songs from all different kinds and string them together into a longer and more comprehensive story that tells something about me, but also hopefully about God and the universe, and that you all can relate to as well. And even more so, as Mashiach, hopefully I'll show you that not only can I string songs together to tell a greater tale, but as an end times prophet with a duality, we're kind of like seams between two different things. I can combine two things that seem unrelated or should not be able to be joined, but I'll bring them together that will even have a hopefully result in a better experience with this story. All right, this intro is more long-winded than I meant it to be, but I had to explain some stuff, and we're going to get into the music now. The set today consists of 6 different songs. In all, 6 of the songs are Tupac songs, and they all have to do with how I've struggled with God, and dealt with life in the last few months. Okay, so this first song is a remix that popped up on my YouTube a couple weeks ago, and it definitely has some, afterlife qualities to it. But above all, what it does is it answers the question, if you watch my other videos, if there's such thing as reincarnation, then why hasn't Tupac been reincarnated? And I would say, because he doesn't want to be. It's like he said in some of his songs, his greatest fear was reincarnation, because he didn't want to be reborn into a world that was shittier than the one he died in. And you could very well argue that 2023 is a much worse world than 1996. Again, for time and efficiency, and so I don't have to deal with any copyright stuff, I'm just screenshotting the YouTube videos and where you get them. It's easy enough for you guys to pull up a different tab and listen to the music videos in whatever order you would like to do. Okay, the second video, for the most part, is a video that popped up on my YouTube, or I saw a lot right after the day of Revelation, April 5th, 2023. That kind of made me feel better. It also has to deal with the Mashiach being portrayed as a type of mirror. We'll get into this later, but it is my favorite remix video. Just the colors, the song, everything. It's beautiful. And for all you youngins out there that just watched that video, that is a true philosopher, always in the darkness, struggling for those answers, or in Pac's case, those words. Okay, the next 3 Pac songs are way more gangster, and that's because they're farther back in time. They were before I came out of mourning, so before February 11th, 2023, and then up through the last 49 days before the day of Revelation. So I was really nervous. I was really scared, but I was really manic. And so here's the first one. Like I said, I was really manic. I always am in between the days of February 28th and April 5th every single year since 2021. But that's how I felt every single day. And inevitably, when that song would pop up, this next one would pop up. That song was just a staple the last 49 days. And I would like to point out, as it pertains to me, with all of Tupac's stuff, whenever he talks about, killing or anything like that, uh, like, I am a destroyer, but I'm a bloodless destroyer. I'm not going to physically hurt any of you. But whenever Pac refers to killing and stuff, as it pertains to me, that's just like killing, destroying God's problems. It's not actually killing anybody. Again, it's the language of the gods, it's music, it's meant to be metaphorical. When humanity's gotten into problems, it's because people take metaphorical stuff as non metaphorical stuff and then commit acts of violence. Okay, this last song is also a staple in the last 49 days, and it was a song that I always played like last, right before I started my work, algebra, geometry, or whatever, and it was an ode to all those who have passed before us, Tupac and Biggie and my parents and Angie and Garfield now, and all the people that you all have lost and everything. So here it is. Now comes the final song, and this is where I show my specialty, where I'm able to not only tie together all the other songs into a complete set, but have a final penultimate song that ties them all together in such a way that it forms a scene, tells a story, and teaches you all something, hopefully. And I won't normally drag the last song out like this, but let me just say that for all of you that think the last song should be like Changes or Dear Mama or something like that, yeah, those are acceptable, but those aren't the best song to end the set. A true song has to incorporate the love song elements of the first two remixes and then the real gangster part of Tupac in the next three. It's got to do all of those. And really, with those requirements, there is really only one perfect song to end the set with that shows just Tupac's pure ferocity, his pure genius, his ability just to spit hot fire, three straight verses with no mistakes, over and over. And lastly, I promise, all you have to do is ask yourself after watching this video and my previous video, who other than the prophet Tupac Amaru Shakur could create this?